Hey y'all, this week's episode of The Read is brought to you by McDonald's, proudly serving communities since 1965. Win or lose, every Little League team still ends up at McDonald's after the game, and you can always depend on their Wi-Fi when you need it. Plus, literally everybody has been to a McDonald's birthday party at some point in their life, whether it was yours or you were a guest at somebody else's. And there's even a good chance that you or someone you know got your very first job at McDonald's. I know I used to work there too. And we all know it's the pit stop destination you can rely on during road trips. If you drive up to McDonald's on a Thursday night and it's especially busy, it just might be bingo night for the Amies. The community has been gathering there since 1965. Go check them out. You already know and love them. It's McDonald's. I'm loving it. Let's move on.
Well, howdy. My name is Belly Ann, and I'm here to talk to you about State Farm. You may be surprised that I know that great insurance is available for a surprisingly great rate. And you know what else is surprisingly great? Taking yourself down to the local department of groceries and going and finding that they have fresh bread and produce, because they never do around these parts. But you know what? With State Farm, you can get surprisingly great rates on your car insurance. You don't even have to have a special connection on the inside. You can get them rates just for being yourself right here in America. Feels like you're getting a special treatment that all we good Americans deserve these days. State Farm's not just any other insurance company. They've got the coverage to meet your needs for a price that fits your wallet. All right, so like a good neighbor, State Farm is right there. Yeehaw! Hoorah!
Welcome back to this program. It is I, Maleficent.
And I am Wilma Rudolph. This is The Read. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you indeed for coming back to this particular podcast, where we've got few things to discuss. Most of them are the regular tempo and tone, girlies. So if you're familiar, grab your libations, grab your the doorknob to your office if you have one. Close that up so that you don't get fired. If you are somewhere else like a cubicle or a shared space at work, maybe get a headphone, because we are going to be cussing and talking about white people.
If your kids are in the back seat of the car, you might want to think twice about
unless you watch the latest Insecure, in which case, fuck them kids. Oh, they're your kids. I'm sorry. No, they're lovely.
No, you adore your own children. Sure do. Yep.
Right.
Here we are.
Congratulations on having them as well. Also,
good for y'all. That's so fun for y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, people seem to really be attached, you know.
They have them. They want them. They're nice.
They do.
Yeah.
Even with all the work, they be like, I wouldn't go back. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. Whew, can't relate.
One of y'all niggas told me that after you had your, you know what? One of you niggas told me that you had a baby and then were suffering random temporary blindness due to some rare condition caused by their hormones regulating and getting back on track.
Oh, no.
Had a baby, did your part, and now we're just trying to watch Days of Our Lives, trying to watch The Price is Right, and now you can't see. And what's the point of the Daily Double?
I'm sure that doesn't happen to fathers. I'm sure that's only for those of you who grew and birthed them niggas, where you have random shit like that. Oof. God bless y'all.
And look what you're bringing them into.
I knew about that one.
This is such an anti-children podcast in a way.
Is it? I feel like we love kids. You know, we just, and we know that they deserve better than what we would be able to give them.
Yeah.
Like, Children don't deserve me as a mother right now. I mean, frankly, they don't deserve a lot of y'all either, but they definitely don't deserve me. Not at this stage.
Just agree.
Yeah, kids are great. You know, I'm a great auntie.
Yeah.
I'm a phenomenal auntie, but
kids are
full time.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, girl. It's not seeming like a great idea at this point, but.
Speaking of children, this week's Black Excellence is going out to a 2-year-old, almost 3-year-old young man, a little boy. Yep.
A toddler?
Yeah, a baby. A literal
Go
baby.
off. Okay.
His name is Isaiah Jamfi. I hope I pronounced that right. I may have pronounced it wrong. But he is 2 years old. He'll be 3 in January. And this young man is incredibly smart. He was teaching himself letters, numbers, and everything in between from the age of 8 months. Now, his mother, Giselle, who happens to be an early childhood educator, said that she was blown away by the fact that he was reciting numbers and letters back to her at 8 months damn old.
What? 8 months? Jesus
8 months.
Christ.
8 months. And she was able to pick up on the fact that this child is clearly, A, he loves to learn, B, he's gifted. They started to document.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, we forgot about that because
I was Googling babies who are geniuses and it just brought up some terrible movie. So that's the word.
All we know about gifts is like every now and then when you might get like a code from Seamless or something.
Oh, yeah. That's a real gift. $5 off your next purchase of $20 or more.
Yeah.
That's just about all I get.
Added toppings for free.
I wasn't reading at 13 months or whatever. Jesus.
Yeah. I think I was reading books at like 2 and my parents were like, oh my goodness, we have to get him tested.
Oh, yeah. My mama recorded me reading because she was so proud.
Right. So yeah, no, Isaiah scalped us. He said, I'm going to be reading at 8. So they were basically, once they picked up at 8 months old that he is a genius.
Wow.
They started to document the work he was doing and his journey through education via an Instagram that I believe is Educating Izzy, also a TikTok, I believe. And as of now, they've learned that he is able to speak several languages, including English, Spanish, French, Italian, Twi, Yoruba, and Japanese.
I don't even know all them words.
I don't even I learned some today.
Yeah, just now. I don't know what that was you just said.
So yeah, he can speak white people languages, black people languages, Asian people languages, like
all of that.
A little something of everything, a little all of it. Also, apparently he's able to identify flags. Again, this baby's 2.
Right.
He loves numbers the most, apparently. And his mom told reporters that he goes to school and teaches other kids about numbers. He practices on his whiteboard every day. I watched a video on their page of this baby, again, 2 years old, practicing on a whiteboard his times tables. And I'm talking about like the hundreds.
I'm looking right now and he's doing fractions. You niggas can't do fractions now. Like right now with your big ass, y'all arguing every month on Twitter about PEMDAS and this little boy is like.
So as we were discussing, sometimes you have the kids because you're bringing them into a shithole, but you might birth a child that will be able to build you a spaceship to get out of this shithole by the time they turn 7. Because let me tell you something about Isaiah. He's out of here.
Wow.
Like Isaiah's out. He is already engineering ships. The baby's 2. And let it also be said that they are based in London. So he has a British accent, which is
oh my God,
extra
how cute. Look at it. No, he's really doing like real math. Like
actual math. He reads full
stuff where I have to sit there and be like, okay, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Like he's really doing this shit.
This 2-year-old baby would watch me counting on my fingers and then put my hand down like you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah. Well, he could probably do the whole times table, just fill the whole damn thing out.
And be like bored
45
and ask,
seconds.
what else do you have?
Like, why did you even come to me with this basic shit?
When's calculus?
Wow. What does it feel like to give birth to somebody smarter than you?
I wish I knew.
I mean, this is truly remarkable. Like, this is not even the sort of thing, it ain't no amount of reading you can do in the womb to get your child to be like this. This is just pure. Not this nigga knows, I'm sorry, not this child knows Italian.
Yeah.
Girl, I'm getting off this Instagram. Oh, wow. 2 years old. He's going to have a degree before he turns 10.
Insanity.
Jesus. Go off, Lil Izzy.
Well, that's our Black Excellence for this week. Oh, I also wanted to shout out Jazmine Sullivan for her Soul Train Awards win and for her speech. That was very moving and meant a lot to me. I thank you very much for it.
It was beautiful.
And so we're going to move things into Hot Tops this week, which we're not going to do a ridiculous X-rated song for.
Okay.
Because I just had a very moving Black Excellence about a baby, so that feels inappropriate. And also, I didn't prepare one.
Both excellent reasons.
So get over it.
It's just fine.
All right, so this week we're going to start things off. The Grammy nominations are out.
Are they?
Guess who's got lots of nominations? Who do you think's doing well?
The fact that I don't already know this, I don't know how I missed it, but I'm going to guess who put out big projects this past year. I'm going to guess Doja Cat.
I knew that would be the first person that you would say, and I knew that it would be correct.
Okay, yay. And I also saw a headline about Jay-Z being the most nominated artist in Grammy history now, I think.
Oh, that's sickening. I didn't hear that.
Oh, yeah. And I think Sweetie got nominated for 2. I only know that because people were like, what? So
now y'all are going to
I'm just saying, niggas said it. niggas was like a little confuzzled.
She a real bad bitch.
Let me just Google Grammy nominations. Oh.
Never real bad bitch. About on call. I said about don't. I don't really know how it goes.
I'm sure Silk Sonic got some.
My issue with that song is like, how is it not? Is that my bestie and a testy?
Because it's Tesla and not Tesla.
Right, but bestie and Tessie that doesn't. Do you see?
Oh, I see what you mean. I do. Well, I think they get away with it because niggas don't really pronounce every letter in the word.
It sounds like testy. I'm never gonna not hear testy. It should be testy.
But like testy isn't like a single testicle. Because I think that's why. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I hope that's not my bestie and a testy, but I do see your point.
Maybe
I can't say I ever thought about it that way.
The beginning. I can't not think about it.
Where's the list of it? Oh.
Jon Batiste is leading apparently with 11 nominations. That's nice. Jon he's a jazzy, fun singer, songwriter, awesome person. I like him.
Where the fuck do I be at?
Bed in school, like.
Oh, that's very
other
true.
Hardworking, like the fuck. You're supposed to keep up with who's Grammy nominated. Like you're fucking 11 years old, going listen to making my way downtown and fucking writing inside of a composition book, bitch.
I mean,
we have bills.
11
it's not your job to know who the fuck these people are. And it's the Grammys.
It'd
be 11 nominations, and you hear, and it'd be some band called fucking Mercury Rainbows Over Saturn or some shit, and they've been out for 25 goddamn years. But you just like it's the Grammys.
Never heard
this has nothing to do with us. We don't like. We're just here to watch and vomit. That's it. We don't know anything about. But anyway, I do enjoy Jon, so congratulations.
Okay,
on your
I'm looking.
Nominations. Doja Cat, her, and the Biebs are running right behind him with 8 nominations apiece. And then you have Billie Eilish, as well as Olivia Rodrigo, and lots of other people. A little Nas X, a little...
oh, yeah, I did hear about that. Good for him.
Yebba, some ABBA, some Aubrey. And we've even got here Bruno Robinson and the Miracles. So
I knew they was in there somewhere. I knew that, but I'm just scrolling the list now, and I guess I do know most of these names, but I mean, like this Taylor Swift album, I never heard, frankly, until she re-released the other one. Didn't know she had put out a new one. So.
Why should we?
And then Justin Bieber, there's approximately 98 niggas credited on this album. Same with Kanye. It is a trillion people.
None of that shocks me.
On the list for this album. But, okay. I mean, good for the girls. I'm glad to hear it, I guess. You know.
Well, we have Jazmine Sullivan underneath R&B performance and song.
Deserved.
And album.
Deserved.
She is nominated under song and performance alongside Anderson James and Bruno Gordy. So I don't really know because I feel like honestly all of the girls are just going to go ahead and vote for Silk Sonic and the Pips. I don't really know.
Probably.
What to, because, y'all liked that song or whatever. So,
I mean, I like Leave the Door Open too, but I mean, compared to everybody else in this category, I just feel like Jazmine Sullivan
I'ma leave my hole open. Leave my hole open. I'ma leave my hole open, trade. Leave my hole open. There you go. That's the thing.
Hoping. That's right. Yeah, I just feel like she deserves. That's why I'm glad that was it Soul Train Awards? Yes, I'm glad the Soul Train Awards gave her recognition, because up against Justin Bieber, who has been begging the Grammys to consider him R&B for a while, and Silk Sonic, who I actually do like, but
I like her too.
Is also a Grammy
I don't need a regular
darling,
but I enjoy her a lot.
Oh, and Snow Allegra, I like her as well.
I love me some Snow. Yeah.
It's just something about Jazmine Sullivan, that voice, that tone, that pen.
Pick Up Your Feelings is nominated for Best R&B
so good.
Performance. Like, have you heard her sing that?
That is my
I've heard
song.
every song under Best R&B. You know what? I'm going to stop. So, Jazmine, you did the things. That's it. Period. The end of the day. Record of the year. How many? I didn't know you could just pack. This is a novel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 nominations.
And I have heard the Peaches song.
Unfortunately.
Obviously, Kiss Me More.
That's
Montero, which I adore.
I like that one.
Leave the Door Open, of course. And then Olivia Rodrigo, I only heard that song because she performed it at the whatever Cardi hosted the other week. AMAs.
Oh, yes.
But the rest of this, there's probably 4 or 5 songs on here I've never heard.
I actually hope the record of the year goes to Billie Eilish for When I'm Away From You. I'm happier than ever. Wish I could explain it better. I wish it wasn't true.
Yes, silky vocals. You better give it to us.
Give me a day or two to think of something clever.
Beautiful.
To write myself a letter to tell me what to do.
Are these the real words?
Yeah, I don't remember the rest of it.
Okay. Well,
that song should win, though, because it's fantastic. It's really well composed and it's cute, and I like Billie Eilish. Congratulations to everybody who's nominated for a Grammy. Who else is in here? Leon Bridges and J. Cole and Tyler, the Creator, and somebody named Drake and AC/DC.
Oh, Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande.
Ooh, BTS. They're fun.
Mm-hmm. And Korean.
Oh, yeah. For real. Lettucey. Okay, it's a lot of girls. Dolly Parton.
Yes, Lettucey.
Good for y'all. This is good for
I can
everybody.
never get enough of Lettucey. I can listen to Lettucey sing every single morning, like the morning dew.
That doesn't get old. So, I mean, you know, I'll tune in, but I'm not super invested.
Oh, I didn't say I would tune in. I just
right. Well, I will watch the ceremony, but I didn't even know this happened. So.
Well, apparently Trey Songz is being investigated for sexual assault.
Oh, Christ. Again?
Didn't
Keke Palmer say, okay, you know what? Never mind. Because y'all acted like she was crazy when she said that.
Well,
we all remember that incident.
That happened.
Do we not? Yeah, I feel like we do.
Oh, no.
And I feel like this is not even, didn't something else, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Trey Songz has kind of been, I feel like, in the news lately more for weird scandals. And I haven't heard anything about a single. I haven't heard anything about a street record. I haven't heard anything about a photo shoot. But here we have some sort of an accusation of sexual assault. Apparently, a police report was filed on this past Sunday. Trey is cooperating with the investigation and no one's been arrested. And so I guess the girls who are interested will see how that turns out. But yes, earlier this year, Trey was sued for battery after a bartender claimed that he was punched in the face during Cardi B's Fashion Nova launch, which is...
What a headline, I'm sorry.
To get punched in the face at by a celebrity.
I mean...
And then last
was this
year...
the one where we thought it was like cocaine behavior?
I don't know. I mean, it kind of sounds like it, but I don't know.
I mean, was this the one where he was like being stupid in a club and getting up on the table or something? Or am I thinking of some other nigga who acted out?
Yeah, that could be anything.
It really could. You're right. It could. So...
There was also the story of him getting arrested at a football game when he got into it with a police officer. And then remember, he wasn't murdered miraculously.
Oh, yeah, I do remember him not being
charges
murdered.
were filed. So maybe Trey Songz is not a real person.
Because he seems to be the only nigga to consistently avoid the law, you know, regardless of the infraction.
It's like
he just manages to get away with it.
Trey Songz kicks Baby directly in their brand new 2 front teeth. Next day, Trey Songz at brunch, no charges filed. It's like, I don't...
Right. Who's your lawyer? How is this happening? Exactly.
Right.
Well, I mean, like I said,
with that information, girls.
Clearly we're just now hearing about these charges, so we'll see where it goes, if it goes anywhere, but it's just enough for me to start looking at Trey Songz real stank. Like, everybody can't be wrong. Everybody's saying the same shit about you. I'm going to start looking at you twice.
I mean, I do try to be like, all right, let me hear all of the sides or whatever. If I'm even invested, especially when it comes to niggas who have a penchant for inviting white women back to their house for, champagne and bikini time. Well, so, we can see what happens or whatever. But I, too, am confused. And, I guess we'll see what comes out of this. Well,
yeah, more than a little troubled. But, niggas, consistently a disappointment.
Bottoms up. That had contextual, agreement with anything that was going on.
Tune.
So apparently Tiffany, Haddish, and Common are no longer an item. Oh no.
That was so weird. It just always felt very weird to me. I'm sorry if nobody else agrees, but it just always felt bizarre. So, okay.
The statement from a source says they're never in the same city together and both of them are just way too busy for a serious relationship right now. Alrighty. I mean, it was cute in theory. I'm sure that he got her to, meditate. She probably got him to finally take off a turtleneck. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a give and take. It's a balance.
That's what love is. And now they're going their separate ways. Him probably to, perform at some festival where white people don't wear shoes, and her to go and do a new movie where she's someone's cousin that just got out of prison, but also has a very booming artisanal buttons company via Etsy.
Yes, artisanal and buttons. Okay.
Yeah.
I see that since she has definitely played that role already, I think in that movie with Amber. But yeah, I see Common going back to some very thin, light-skinned girl with natural hair, and this just being a moment that both of them had, and now it's over. Like, I guess I never really was invested in them as a couple because I never really saw them together anyway. I don't know if they posted each other constantly on their Instagram or anything, but I never saw y'all like on carpets or
goals.
I never saw y'all like being stupid and making it onto the shade room because she went live while he was snorting coke, and like I've never seen any of that. So I just
sounds good to me.
Sorry that y'all broke up right around the holidays. That sucks, but I'm
not one less given about it.
Good luck to everybody.
Sounds like you said.
And moving on. Well, there is that.
Apparently, Ari Lennox was arrested in Amsterdam. She says it was racial profiling. She tweeted on the 29th of November, which was yesterday, the day that, if you were listening to this at the time of recording, which you're not because it doesn't come out at. She tweeted on the 29th of November, "They're arresting me. I'm being arrested in Amsterdam for reacting to a woman racially profiling me. Fuck Amsterdam security. They hate black people." This is at 4:16 in the morning. So I already know Mama is tired, probably a little bit irritable.
Oh, yeah.
It's Amsterdam, so I'm hoping she at least had a little bit of weed. Maybe a shroom.
Please, still be high at the least.
It's the least, if we're going to have to go through racism, at least have a buzz, child.
Right.
So the military police in the Dutch city said, our unit found a woman full of emotions that would not come down.
Oh,
and that is why she had to be taken into custody. Have you ever heard of Black?
A woman full of emotions who would not calm down. But what was said to her? Let's talk about that. I need to know why this black woman decided to. Right, because it wasn't out of nowhere. It didn't just spring up. She didn't just decide to cause a scene and get arrested. So let's
have
just
anything
get the whole
to do
story.
with the fact that it's 2021 and niggas are already tired of white people and their goddamn gumption, and this motherfucking shit took place at 4 in the motherfucking morning, and she was probably tired and on her way out of Amsterdam in the first motherfucking place, which means that she was probably going back to work. And I don't know what she was in Amsterdam in the first place for, but means that she was probably going back to whatever and trying to, just possibly getting a good nap before she had to wake up to more emails and more talk of whatever the fuck she had to get back to work to do. And oh my goodness, you forgot to text this person. And I just got. And then the nerve of whoever shot John White bitch in the Amsterdam airport or wherever, looking at this black woman and acting like, oh, you don't have the right bitch.
No, I'm gonna cut you out too.
Did you catch her on the wrong day?
Inconsolable as well, right? Did you catch her on the wrong day, in the wrong mood, or were you just completely out of fucking pocket and deserved everything she had to say and then some? Was that also the case? Because I feel strongly like it could, right? I do. I need more, especially because Ari Lennox is not the type. This is not Chris Brown. She don't be out here doing stupid shit and begging people to call the law on her. She don't.
Ari Lennox literally doesn't do shit but sing and go on IG Live and be funny. Right.
And I don't even think she do the lives too much no more because niggas kept,
I haven't seen a fucking notification in a minute.
Because people kept being weird about it. So, all that girl does is show up with the mic turned on and sing her ass off. Did you see that performance with Summer Walker?
Yeah.
That's Ari's song now. I just need y'all to understand that. That's Ari's song featuring Summer, because every time she comes through, whether it's a performance or a recording, it's just like, who was the other girl? What was I just listening to? This is Ari Lennox's song. I'm just saying, no, I love the song. It's one of the ones I saved. from Summer's album. It's great, but it's Ari's.
You chopped and screwed.
Correct. It's a short handful, a very small handful of tracks that I kept from that album, but I like it.
Well, apparently there's an investigation taking place. Ari had to go ahead and say, she said, I just want to go home. I'll never leave my house again. And it's like, why is it that all of the R&B talented girlies are always pushed in a position where they never want to come out or do anything? Why is it always all of the girls who make the same song and like need C-3PO in order to be heard on a record? Album, tour,
Mother God.
cover, album, no sleep. But like the girls who are just like, oh, just play me a little guitar and let me just go ahead and do the things. And they like save you. They like allow you to see something that you didn't see before. And it's like now you're.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, no.
Healing music.
They're the ones that are always like spat in the face. And they're like, oh, actually, I'm going to take 5 years off. Good luck. Good luck in your music listening journey. Yeah, because they're black and usually not the ambiguous type of black. They're clearly black, blackety black, dark skinned black. And God knows the world hates us. So I'm not surprised she got that treatment. I mean, I like to think Amsterdam is better than, America about racial things. But I mean, I just would like to think that every country is better than America about racial things, except maybe the UK. I don't think they are. America is a baby. But look at how much destruction we have wrought in such a short amount of time. An ignorant, evil, and sickly baby, but like, girl, it's still like, it's a horrible baby with far too much control. But like, anyways, go ahead. Anyway, right. Like the world treats black women in an absolutely terrible way. So justice for Ari Lennox. I'm sure she's out now and home safe and all that. And watch this investigation end up being like, oh, well, no charges for Ari. And also no one else will get in trouble either. It was just a big misunderstanding. Wait, what happened? There was an incident? There was what? I'm sure once they realized she was like famous, they were like, oh, okay. What is... Well, just go on and let the nigga go home then. Go on and let her go home then. I'm sorry, girl, because I love Amsterdam. I would be devastated if that shit happened to me leaving Amsterdam too. But I also remember the times that I visited Amsterdam, the times that we visited Amsterdam and openly spoke about how much we loved it. And Dutch people, specifically black ones, being they were like, don't do it. It's real cute that you like it and everything. Here are some receipts. Yeah. Here's the blackface parade that takes place every year around this time. That racist Santa thing, they bring that up every time. So, yeah. Right. We like it because we like weed and riding bikes. We like getting up in the morning and going to smoke boat houses, yes. In public, yep. And right. And the food is strangely good. You would not expect it is to be that good. When you're higher than pterodactyl tits. And everything is covered in cheese and essential oils. That's true too. Because remember that fucking hot burgers chocolate? And fries? There was no reason for us to be that hype about French fries and hamburgers and hot chocolate. We were just like, bitch, this is the best I've ever had in my life. But it was. But yeah. It was. Maybe it was the A1 marijuana experience, but either way. I'm sorry that happened, girl. Yeah. I am. I hope you at least had that experience before they tried you. And, right. Yeah. I hope you got high as shit before they tried you. You deserve. You do. So rumor has it that Saweetie, I'm going to call her Saweetie because I feel like I saw a video of her, maybe it was the McDonald's ad or something, and she said it like that. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm going to say Saweetie. Yeah, me too. Because the girls tell me, it's just Saweetie. No, it isn't. It's Saweetie. I'm sure it is, but Sweetie is already a word, like a very common one on top of that. It doesn't have an A in it. It does not. It doesn't have an A in it. If you want to get down to technicalities, correct. It doesn't have an A in it. Yeah. So I'm going to just go ahead and pronounce that A that you stuck in there for some reason. Some reason. Cute. I mean, it's fine. It's right. Go her. Makes an individual. So, rumor has it that she is dating a new rapping boo thing, honey, Miss Bitch. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So rumor has it that Sweetie is dating rapper Lil Baby, also a nigga with dreads from Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. I know who that is. Lil Baby and
nice.
Jada.
Look at you.
Yes.
Information.
The youth taught me about Jada earlier this year, and I tucked that in the back of my head in case I would need it later.
I don't know
go
off
what she does, but I know her name.
What she does is be pretty and sickening. I really don't know anything about Jada besides the fact that she dresses really nice and she's literally gorgeous. She's
she is pretty.
An Instagram model. She's one of those like IG model girls that is like in the know, in the mix, and all the rap niggas, I guess, want to date her or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I really don't know much besides
like,
that. But when I
Lori
think
Harvey?
Jada, yeah, sure. When I think Jada, I'm just like, skin, face, fashion. And then I literally didn't even know that she dated Lil Baby until I read this story. I had no idea who her.
Wow.
I knew nothing about her besides she's fine. Nothing.
Wait, I didn't know she had a baby with him.
Yep. I didn't know she had a baby.
Not Jada Waiter. Oh, she just turned 24. All right. I'm gonna let her make it then. How cute. 6.3 million followers. Good God Almighty.
What do you do?
You better be fine.
When you were 24. And 6.3. Because even if you chop the bots, that's like a fresh 5.1.
Yeah.
Million.
Woo-wee. I'm looking at this Instagram. It's opulent. There's a lot going on.
I don't want nobody to look at me. You have 5.1. But then again, if I looked like Jada does, every single one of y'all would have to dive into my walls.
I think you do look like Jada.
Like, if I looked like that bitch.
Yeah, you do.
There would be no escaping looking at me. Are you kidding?
I'm telling you right now, you do actually look like her. I mean, you are similarly fine. And if you don't believe me, you can post a picture of you in your little swimming shorts and see what the boys have to say about it. Because they stay in my DMs talking about, please tell Kid Fury about me.
I'm tired of
I'm not going to do that. No, why would I? All right. I'm finna just start sending you screenshots.
Anyway,
why would I make that up?
Sweetie's dating Lil Baby. She went shopping in the Louis Vuitton store and posted an icy dump. Let me take the time to say this. Y'all claim to be like disgusted, like physically moved in your disgust when it comes to the word moist. But everybody comfortably says dump when it comes to whatever random shit is in your camera roll.
And I hate it.
And I just
hate it.
Hate it.
It is the worst.
Dump.
Photo dump is bad enough, but icy dump just makes me think of like a frozen turd. Icy dump? What does that mean? That sounds like a medical condition.
Icy dump is what Link does when I walk her in January.
It sounds like I'm taking a very cold shit right now and I need to see a doctor. I need antibiotics or something. Like, it doesn't sound like... But Harry, I had hoped we had moved past the photo dump phase of the internet, but I guess we haven't. We brought it back.
I don't even mind the photo slideshow situation.
Yeah,
Dump?
I don't mind them. I mind the term that we use for them.
Dump?
Or that y'all use, because I don't do that.
That is such a
wow.
Dump? I think of garbage.
Mm-hmm. Again, I think of excrement, but
I think of, okay. So for those of you who gave a shit and wanted to do your Nancy Drew Hardy Boys, wow, I made references that literally only my grandmother.
Oh boy.
I'm so Hardy Boys.
I know the Hardy Boys. Everybody
because
who read a
we're
bunch when they were kids.
75 years old.
know the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew.
Nobody
the
knows
children.
the Hardy Boys until they rebooted and cast Zac Efron and fucking someone else white,
What?
Shawn Mendes.
Oh, I didn't even know that happened.
I'm gonna name another one. I know another white boy. I know another white one. Harry Styles.
Oh, I do too. I know him too.
I
Sign
actually
of
don't
the
know how many
Times.
Hardy Boys are there. How many Hardy Boys are there? Is it 2 or 3?
Oh, I don't know either. I have no. Let me Google it.
I
right
probably
quick.
added one. It's fine. They would add one anyway.
know who
A
I
reboot
liked?
would add one anyway. And they would be like, oh, he was actually the mixed one because the Hardy Boys mama fucked a nigga back in, 1930, whatever.
Hardy Boys, but why is there somebody else called the Hardy Boys?
Because it's probably a real last name.
It's a wrestling team. Oh, it looks like 2 of these niggas.
So, Saweetie posted in her dump a photo of her sitting in the lap of a nigga in a Louis Vuitton store. And people who had too much time on their hands were able to do the matchy-matchies and the screenshot and surmise that this person she's lapped up with is, in fact, rapper Lil Baby. To which, of course, the Shade Room jumped on it. And Quavo, famously Saweetie's ex, posted an IG poster press release that reads, "Ain't trippin', we can swap it out. Hashtag QC the label." To which Jada, Lil Baby's ex, liked. She liked this messy post, as well as another headline about Saweetie and Lil Baby actually dating. Now, that reaches just as far as I'm willing to care.
Yep, that's it for me.
I thought that, since we discussed we discussed Saweetie and Quavo's breakup, and I feel like repossessed car accusations and tits and whatever else took place in that breakup, we would go ahead and do an update. I don't know much about Lil Baby. I like some of his features. I think that he has a talent for rapping, which is what he's famous for doing. I am not now, nor will I ever be invested in whatever he's doing relationship-wise. Saweetie, however, is gorgeous. I enjoy most of the memes and viral sensations that she's caused. Jada, same.
Right. These girls, I mean, it's rude for him to be like, we can swap or whatever, but these girls are just like a light skin and slightly darker version of each other to me. Like they pretty, I mean, I don't want to say y'all are interchangeable. I don't know if Jada's an artist, but
I don't know either.
These are young people doing young, dumb shit. I don't know who asked Quavo or why he felt like he needed to comment on it, but
now you know that he got thousands on thousands of people tagging him on this. Now that does not mean it was required of him to say anything.
Right. You can just let her be on the lap of some other nigga and go on about your day doing whatever you were going to do.
Because
that's
we
too
know
adult.
your lap is not bare. We know you got cheeks on both thighs.
Quavo
So
Instagram.
let's all just have a good time. But
Has he been
niggas,
seen with a girl?
and ego, and Ray, and
I guess.
I guess as well.
Oh, Lord.
I also guess.
Niggas.
Summer Walker has got a brand new tattoo, girlies. And unfortunately, it is the name of her latest boyfriend / lover / best friend.
That girl will not learn.
Summer Walker and her boyfriend, Lord Pharaoh, a Lord spelled with a V rather than an O. Pharaoh spelled PHAROH.
PH. So
That's not how you spell it. But
wait a minute.
mm-hmm.
You said ROH? Right?
PHAROH.
Yeah, that's not.
Now, what they should have done is asked to borrow Saweetie's A and added it to that so that it could be spelled
right after that R.
Yeah.
Okay. Lord Fat. I'm going to just let you have it.
Yeah. Why? Okay. Because
Is
anyway.
this an artist?
He is a rapper, which is concerning for me because, you know, Summer is a musician as well. And Summer is a recognizable, notable, famous, and respected musician. And I don't know who the fuck this nigga is.
Not Larry.
Oh, is that his name?
That's what she got tattooed on her fucking eye. Larry.
Oh, you're right. I thought it said
Is that?
more.
Yeah, that's. Oh no, that's 2 R's. It don't really look like 2 R's, but it is. And he got Summer on his. Wow.
Yeah.
Y'all some.
So she got Larry right next to her left eye. He got Summer right above his right brow. And they are coupled up and giving cute. She showcased the new tats with her lover, or with a caption that says best friend. And he posted some photos grabbing on her ass with some freshly installed dreads and hair jewelry. And I don't know what this Sanrio Hello Kitty Pokemon gotta catch 'em all mask thing is that he has on. But A, I want one. And B, his caption says relationship advice, marry your best friend. So they're best friends, girls.
Marry? How long have y'all been together?
They're not married. It doesn't matter. They're not married.
But so what is this relationship? Where's that coming from then?
Who fucking cares? They're kids and they're fucking like young and dumb and probably drinking and smoking blunts and think that, you know, they know everything about now. And the thing about tats is I feel like a lot of people are, especially when you're like someone who's covered in tattoos, like a Summer Walker. I don't know anything about this. He probably has lots of tattoos himself. I feel like I'm assuming the girl's just like, oh, if we break up, I'll just cover it. You know?
I mean, but this is like right next to your eye.
It's on your face.
Right. It just seems like a really precarious place to, because then you're going to cover it up with what? I mean, sky's the limit. I guess I shouldn't challenge you on that, but.
She gonna change it from Larry to long as I got King Jesus. Long as I got King Jesus. Long as I don't need nobody. I'm sorry.
How long have these children been together? We don't
Months.
know. Oh, okay.
Mere months.
This is this alien theme he have going on? Does that have something to do with Summer? Is that like a thing they share? Never mind. I don't know why I'm asking you. I do not know why I'm asking that
Summer,
question.
I love the album.
It's good.
Anything else, tattoo, anything else. I am willing to sit here and watch you date niggas that will wear a Squirtle on their face at your show or whatever and do whatever. Like, I'm willing to get into all of that and be right on the other side when you realize that nigga ain't shit and you write a sickening song about him. But I just want to encourage and inspire you to no longer tattoo a nigga's name.
Especially on your damn face, sister. But that's not even her first face tattoo. So
I don't even think it's her second or third face tattoo.
No, she's got multiple.
Like, still, it's his name. It's his name. I don't give a fuck if you got a fucking a Pokeball tattooed on there, some hot links, a motherfucking a chancleta. I don't give a fuck what else you put on your face. Niggas,
stop this.
No more names. That goes for everybody. Love is blind. And it'll take over your mind. And what you think is love is truly lust. You gotta elevate.
Love is truly not. You gotta elevate and find. You better act like you fucking know. The way that song had me in a chokehold, child.
I really forgot the lyrics. Okay, anyways. Summer girl,
Summer, she's made it clear that she don't listen to advice. She has to learn the hard way.
I don't know who he is, and they're claiming that they're best friends and stuff, so maybe she's known him for quite a long time or whatever, but I just feel like anytime you tattoo somebody's name on you, whoever it is, it feels like it's a mistake. Nothing's promised, Anything can happen. And like, again, you hit the nail on the head. It would be one thing if you tattooed Larry like on your shoulder blade, on your, ankle, wrist, somewhere else. It's your face, bruh. Like, anyway, Larry could be anybody. Right. Maybe Larry's also the name of her favorite cousin.
It could be Larry the Cucumber off of VeggieTales.
Larry the Cable Guy.
Her name could be Larry, and she don't want people to forget it when they talk.
It's not Larry the Cable Guy.
So it's right there, so that you remember it. You could play that off, or you could learn the hard way.
I'm gonna skip over 50 Cent talking about Madonna's slide.
Her BBL. That was so weird.
Why did she do that?
I don't know, but I saw it in pictures. First of all, it looked like a crime scene. It looked like an SVU situation.
Was that not what she was unalive. Going for?
I mean, I hope so, because that's exactly what it gave.
I thought it was supposed to give dead body.
It also just, the BBLs, no shade. Most of y'all, they look awful, but it looks particularly awkward on Madonna. Isn't she like 60-something years old? What are you doing? Holy God. For what? What do you have to prove to anybody?
It's a BBL, but it's also like you just thrusting it at us in fishnets.
Yeah. It was so uncomfortable to look at. Like, I did not like that.
It's like, I also don't like go up for Madonna when it comes to like marketing and publicity and all that stuff. I love, what's my favorite Madonna song? What's it called?
Ray of Light.
Yes. No, that's not it.
Oh damn! Not I was really about to be proud of myself. Is it the?
It's on that album.
Please don't.
It's on that album. I think it's Frozen. Frozen's my favorite Madonna song.
Oh, I don't know that one. I only know Madonna singles. I'm gonna be real.
I think it is a single. Madonna had a video. They had a video.
Okay, well, I don't know that one.
She's like a witch in the video, and it's like moody, whatever. I'm skipping over that. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I just really wanted to know. It was like I was caught in between on the thing, because I heard about, the only reason I knew about this or saw the Madonna post is because somebody sent me 50 Cent's commentary about it, which was like, it was funny, but it was also,
was it awful? Was it very disrespectful?
It was, yes, but it was also like, so he posted specifically that like I'm under the bed on some like Wicked Witch of the East shit, whatever. And then the caption said, yo, this is the funniest shit. That's Madonna under the bed trying to do like a virgin at 63. She shot out if she don't get her old ass up. LMFAO.
I'm sorry, she shot out will never not be funny.
That like
one of my favorite Negro sayings.
I'm not giving this 50 Cent. I'm not.
No, he's an awful person. No, fuck him.
And he loves shitting on women specifically.
He does.
And things like that. And I'm just like, I think because Madonna like has a history of irking my goddamn nerves and like playing around with blackness and black culture.
Oh yeah.
Because the BBL is so striking and like
the pictures are bad and 50 Cent is terrible. Both of those are true.
Both of these things can be true.
Yeah, they are. I mean, a broke clock twice a day. The nigga
I've been saying
wretched.
I've been calling people shot out since I was like 10. So
yeah, I bet you have, Miami. I bet you have, Miami. And she is shot out, girl. What the fuck was them pictures? And who took them? I hope you didn't have your little black children taking them pictures for you. Same way. Remember when she posted that picture of her kids like lotioning her feet or something? And it just looked very like, it just looked wrong. It did.
But Madonna's always been the like, I make the songs, but I also just do the most when it comes to,
I mean, yes,
promoting.
That is how she got so famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is
doing the most
new
is her
for
thing.
her. This is just, like this particular photo that everyone's talking about is just so weird. Yeah.
Had she just posted them pictures and she didn't have that enhanced ass, I probably would not have even noticed them.
Honestly, even without the BBL, I would be like, what are you trying to say here?
Yeah, what is the point of this? Is promo for something? Are you...
What does it mean? Like, are you... Is the theme dead? By is it SVU? Like
right? Is
what
it literally SVU?
What are you trying to say here? Like the BBL makes the photo like it takes it to that next level in terms of absurdity, but even without it, it's like what is this? I'm trying to figure out what that slide is because the other ones were like, oh okay, I guess you know what you're doing, and you got this new film thing on HBO Max and whatever, but
okay, that's what it is.
Yeah, Madam X, whatever that is.
But so the BBL is still just a puzzle.
Yeah,
we'll never know.
It's just a part of her cosmetic journey, which I try to give people their break.
I mean, it's your body. You do whatever you want to with it.
Whatever you want with it.
That's none of my business. But it did look crazy.
No way around that.
It looked blow popish. It did, because the thighs don't match. And we told you girls from the beginning, when the thighs do not match, what are we supposed to say? Like, that's clearly not your ass, and it's clearly not your hips. It don't look like it go together. It look like Legos. You know how kids can just put random Lego pieces together and just build whatever the fuck? You know how you can put Mr. Potato Head together however you want to, really? It ain't got to be in the right, you ain't got to put the right stuff in the right spot. That's what y'all look like when y'all do that. And that's your business because it's your body. But we can see it. That's all I'm saying.
Bobby Shmurda says that he would love to make a strip club anthem with the one and only Adele. On the 25th of November, Bobby Shmurda tweeted, "You know what the world needs? Bobby Shmurda and Adele to make a strip club anthem. Her voice just make you wanna." And then he tweeted a gif of him in that Bobby bitch video where he's like rolling his hips and stuff. And then, you know, the internet went ahead and reacted. Personally, I need this like I need air.
I mean, I need it like I need that Megan song. Y'all have fucked around and made me want that real bad.
First of all, I feel like Adele will do it.
I do too. So sad to say.
The money is right and the schedule is right. I feel like Adele will do it. And isn't her boyfriend LeBron's boyfriend? Isn't her boyfriend LeBron's agent?
Manager, agent, something like that. Yeah. A nigga named Rich. Woo. Yeah. So it is. He is.
Her album yet?
I think. Well, yeah, my feelings about it are still the same as they were last week. But
were they last week again?
You know, great gowns, beautiful songs, but I don't feel, you know, a particular connectedness to this album the way I did 21 and 25. 21 and 25 are my shit. I mean, 19 too, but this one is, you know, she's really in her mom bag.
It felt to me by just discussion from her about it prior to release that a lot of it would be self-reflective. It is. Like, oh, I'm going to sing about me and the struggles I'm having with me and figuring me out, as opposed to all of her, you know, a lot of her other songs, which were very much like either I'm in love with you and that's weird, let's talk about that, or I was in love with you and now I'm not. That's weird. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I love those.
Maybe everyone does. So maybe some people were expecting more like, yes, ex-boyfriend music. And this time Adele is like, actually, let's talk about us. Let's check in on how we're feeling. And the girls are like,
and that is great.
Don't wanna. I have a therapist. Thanks.
I mean, it's not, for me, it's not even that. I love self-reflection. I just think that we're self-reflecting it in very different stages of life. You know, she's Adele and she's a mother and she was married. You know, she's going through a divorce and it's not like, you know, every other man where you can just be like, well, you stupid son of a bitch, you lazy piece of shit. You know, this is like somebody that was really good to you and somebody that you left because you weren't happy, not because he fucked up in some kind of way. So, I mean, like I said, they're good songs, and somehow mysteriously I know the words to most of them, and me not feeling connected to the album is not going to stop me from going to Vegas for that fucking residency. I will be there, bitch. I got boosted up over the weekend and I will be there for Adele. I sure as fuck will. You can guarantee that. So
That sounds so good.
I mean, who doesn't want to go to Vegas and get absolutely fucking wasted and then go to an Adele concert
And
where everybody is crying while
lose
she's
your
singing All I
voice
Ask?
in tears.
Everybody gonna be in there rolling in the goddamn
The
deep.
beauty
Okay?
is you won't be able to speak to your ex when you call them after because you have cried
You
and
lost your voice.
screamed your voice
Yep.
out. Adele
You
just
have
knows the
just-
recipe.
She does.
She gets it.
And even though Vegas doesn't seem like the place to go to feel your feelings, I
Do
bet you
anything?
niggas will be there. I bet you.
Mm.
I bet you we will be there because I know I will. So I don't know if about the Shmurda thing. I don't know if she would do that, but I could really see her doing something with Megan. I could see that. Like if Megan performed at the Grammys or something, I think Adele would be like, sure, I will jump on stage and we will do this thing that the kids made on TikTok, even though I said fuck TikTok. I think she would. I think she's down.
Well, Adele's my favorite Jamaican these days, so.
Don't, please. Please don't do this.
Whatever.
Don't
care.
Don't bring that back.
All right. I was going to talk about Kanye and his Thanksgiving prayer and all of the work that he's trying to do now that Pete Davidson is fucking his wife. But rather than that, I'm going to go ahead and stop here. We're going to end Hot Tops because, you know, time and things of that nature. We're going to go ahead and move on to your letters. After we do
How?
Kid Fury's Sport Shorts. Yeah.
Amazing.
Welcome back to Kid Fury's Sports Shorts. Ladies and gentlemen, it is week 12 wrapping up of the National Football League here in the United States of America. Going on week 13, lots to discuss in the realm of sporting and sports and pig skin. Okay. Lots of things. I mean, where can we start? I mean, there's just, where do you even want to go? I mean, the Chicago Bears versus the Detroit Lions. Chicago narrowly made it out 16-14. Congratulations to them on that regard. The that's Las Vegas. Las Vegas Raiders versus the Dallas Cowboys. Another close game. They went into overtime. Okay, 36-33, the Raiders pulled it through after a penalty via a field goal. That is because they were tied. And when you're tied at the end of the game, you have to go into overtime and decide who wins. You're welcome. That's how that works. Also,
yeah. I'm just sitting back and learning. Thank you for this knowledge you drop in.
Also, it seems that the Buffalo Bills absolutely decimated the New Orleans Saints on Thursday, November 25th, 2021. That's interesting. I heard one of us might be a fan of the Saints.
Might one of us?
Two of us. I also enjoy the Saints. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I love New Orleans. I love the tilde,
the who? The fleur-de-lis?
Yeah. And so, but you know, congratulations to the Buffalo Bills, 31-6.
You know, I don't watch the NFL, so I don't know.
Motherfucking I mean, Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills absolutely took it to the next level. It wasn't even until the fourth quarter that the New Orleans Saints were able to score. Sad Sad
that's
and
too
pitiful.
bad. Yeah.
Sunday, though, we took it back to the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Bengals of Cincinnati. Bengals taking it 41-10. Oh my goodness, Mixon running a career high 165 yards. The Bengals absolutely crushing the Steelers. Yes, ma'am, indeed. Okay. But we'll just go ahead and skip. Last night, on Monday, November 29th, we had the Seattle Seahawks versus Washington's. And they won Washington 17-15. Shout out to the girls. Sierra's husband was not able to take it to the clinch this week, girl, but better luck next time. As well as to the 49ers who defeated the Minnesota Vikings, and as well as the Baltimore Ravens who defeated the Cleveland Browns 16-10 on Sunday.
Oh my God.
And our Dolphins right here doing the unthinkable, winning their 4th straight against the Carolina Panthers. Who knew?
What's in that cup? I feel like you're just on ESPN and going down every single team in the league.
I actually took notes after watching each and every single one of these games thoroughly and getting as much information as I possibly could to report back to you on the sports segment that we do here, because I care about sports. I'm impassioned and I'm a professional. You're welcome. Okay. Yeah. Week 13 begins today, girlies. If you're listening to this on December 2nd, Thursday, that is. Where the the Saints will be trying it again against the Cowboys of Dallas, right down there in New Orleans, girlies, at the Caesars Superdome. And if you're watching the sports on Sunday, my word, you've got chock full of things to watch via the National Football Association, the League of Football Nash.
Yeah,
girlies.
There's a lot going on.
Any questions?
I can't say that I have a single one.
Of course you don't. Because at the end of the day, what you have to be doing at this point is getting prepared for the weeks to come, as well as monitoring what your team is doing and possibly providing them with encouragement, good vibes, and advice, rather than laying underneath the beck and call of all of this lesbians over at the Women's National Basketball League. Girlfriend.
I mean, that is actually the association, but
Women's National Hierarchy of CEOs.
I save all my stress for yelling at professors and cussing out my fellow classmates. I literally do not give the NFL my energy. I do not give the NFL my energy until the Super Bowl. So whatever those girls are doing, I'm happy for y'all, or I'm sorry that happened, whichever one applies, but I don't have time for that. Finals is coming up, so whatever y'all do, keep me out of it.
Congratulations to the girls that won. This has been another riveting, informational, succinct, and absolutely spectacular episode of Kid Fury Sports Shorts, where we report everything sporty with care, detail,
everything sporty, really.
And
what do you think about the Notre Dame situation?
Man, serious. It's real over there.
Wasn't that so crazy?
To be hunchbacked and still work in the tower.
Oh my God.
All of that time.
Yep, we're wrapping it up.
Man.
We're wrapping it up.
Talk about taking one for the team.
The way I thought you was really fit, I was going to ask you about OU and USC too, but you are just...
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
The fact of the matter is, though, that we've run out of time. Sport... Short, you keep missing.
You're right. They're short.
It's shorts. I asked you if you had questions. You said no.
I did.
And now look.
Well, That was the NFL. Now we're talking about college, but I'm not sure that you knew that we.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we not talking about football?
College. But NFL and college, they're not.
Sweetums.
But it's
you're
fine.
playing
You're
a game
right.
here.
You're right. No,
and
you're
trying to be cute. You lose. I don't. The end. So that's it for Kid Fury Sports Shorts. We're going to take a break and then we're going to come back and read whatever the fuck you talking about.
Hey y'all, this week's episode is also brought to you by Skillshare. Every human was born to create. Whether you last picked up a paintbrush yesterday or if it was way back in grade school, you can explore your creativity and be inspired. Skillshare is an online learning community that offers membership with meaning. With so much to explore, real projects to create, and the support of fellow creatives, Skillshare empowers you to accomplish real growth. You can discover what you can make with classes at every skill level and experience real improvement with hands-on projects and classes designed for real life. Plus, Skillshare's entire catalog of classes now offers subtitles in Spanish, French, Portuguese, and Dutch. Skillshare is also incredibly affordable, especially when you compare it to pricey in-person classes and workshops. An annual subscription works out to be less than $10 a month. Incredible experience. I love going on Skillshare to find something new to pick up. If you're anything like me, maybe you're a little ADHD-ish, you're always looking for new hobbies, new things to learn. If you're just creative and interested in how the world works and you want to learn how to do something new, Skillshare can absolutely help you do that. So go ahead and explore your creativity at Skillshare.com/theread and get a 1 month free trial of premium membership. That's a 1 month trial. Free trial, girl, of premium membership. Just head on over to Skillshare.com/theread. That's Skillshare.com/theread. Go check them out, learn something new, and let's get back to the show.
All right, welcome back. It is now time for your listener letters.
Yes, it is. Send your letters to asktheread@gmail.com. We may read them aloud on the show.
You're on mute.
Where?
Yeah.
Great. Love that for me.
Yeah.
So, like I said, welcome back. AskTheRead@gmail.com with your letters. Let's dive right in this week. With a question from, I really don't even know where to start with these. I don't know who. You know what? Let's go with Shannon, because Shannon's pregnant. We know how you love pregnancy.
Love it.
Shannon says, I'm pregnant, and my boyfriend and I were heading to another city about 4 hours away to visit our out-of-town families before Thanksgiving.
Why?
Since we were going to see some of his family and my dad's side of the family, my dad's sister invited my mom with her messy ass and said that we would be okay with her riding with us. She's calling her Auntie Messy, not her mama. My mom goes back and forth about whether she wanted to go or not. And then the day before we left, she said that she wasn't going to go. Then the morning of, she changed her mind and said that she wanted to go. But at that point, my boyfriend said no, and that she could not ride with us because he does not like last minute changes. I really didn't feel like my mom going either. So I was like, cool. Next thing I know, she's calling up a storm and ended up calling my boyfriend, going off. And he told her that he cannot talk to her until she calms down, and then hung up the phone. Now my mom is upset because he hung up without saying goodbye. Even though he indicated that he was ending the conversation, she feels that since he didn't say goodbye, he was hanging up in her face. Now I'm stuck because my boyfriend wants an apology from my mother for calling his phone and going crazy, and she wants an apology from him for hanging up on her. Of course, neither one of them thinks they're in the wrong or wants to apologize. I've dealt with my mom talking crazy on the phone my whole life, so I understand why my boyfriend feels disrespected. Now that we're about to bring a child into the world, I don't know what to do to smooth this situation over. I want my mother to be respectful even when she's upset, but I know she never will. What should I do so my baby daddy and my mom don't have a bad relationship? Are my boyfriend and I wrong for telling my mom that she could not ride with us? Please help. Thanks, Shannon.
Shannon. I mean, I don't know if I think you're wrong for not allowing her to ride with you. I think as far as the hanging up in whatever situation go, I mean, I don't know. It sucks to be stuck in between these situations. I feel like it kind of sounds like maybe you need to kind of evaluate the way that you communicate with your mom before you even consider how your man would fit into that equation.
Okay.
Because it sounds like maybe you're saying, oh, well, it's no surprise to me. I'm familiar with my mama talking crazy on the phone and blah, 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 blah. Giving people a reason to hang up on her, essentially.
Right.
But it sounds like maybe no one has really, in the clearest or best way for her to accept, acknowledge, understand. It seems like no one's really taken her to task for that or had a conversation with her about it. And I really, really, really want for more of the people in our parents' generation, our grandparents' generation, to understand the whole like hierarchy thing, like the whole like, oh, I birthed you, or I'm older, or I'm whatever, and so I can just be a loose cannon and you must deal thing. We're not going for it. Like we're not going for it. We're not doing
that no more.
The girls are grown now. The girls have bills of their own now. Like people have their own families, their own kids, their own responsibility, their own stresses. Like we tired.
Yep.
So we're not really trying to go for the whole, oh, well, I'm the mom, I'm your daddy, I'm da-da-da-da. We don't give a fuck about that, respectfully. We don't. We just don't. We don't. And so I think that, I was just having a conversation with somebody about this recently, like more niggas are going to have to understand that you have work of your own to do, and the work don't ever need to stop. It doesn't even need to stop, ever. You could be in your 60s, you could be in your 70s and still be learning something about you or whatever, because guess what? The world's never going to stop changing. The culture's never going to stop shifting. Things are never going to start moving around. So, I feel like I understand getting to a certain age and a certain stage in your life where you're just like, child, everybody can suck my dick. This is where I'm at in life, and don't say nothing else to me. And I also feel like, although, I don't know, I guess I'm a 90s baby. That's irrelevant. Like, although like people of my generation and later, we have our own struggles and mountains to climb and all kinds of stuff. Our parents and grandparents and stuff, that is a completely different set of circumstances and shit that they had to see, build, go through, fight, whatever. So I try to approach conversations and evaluation and understanding with a certain level of empathy. But at the same time, like, I don't give a fuck who it is. I feel like everyone can respectfully, from my own mouth, my own words, with my tone, can respectfully receive a message of, this is what I'm not going to do. Period. Ever. The end. And you will simply have to deal. And I feel like there's a lot of generations of Black people right now that we would, from our parents and whatever, I feel like there are a lot of them now coming face to face with their kids who are in their 30s and 40s or whatever, who are just like, oh, actually, no. Like, no.
I'm grown as well.
That trauma that got passed down to you by somebody who had it passed down to them, I'm actually going to cut it off here.
Right.
So you can do the work to get on the same page as me, or you can stay in that book, but I'm not.
Yes.
And that's hard. It's hard to feel like you're leaving people that you care about, family that you love and stuff behind sometimes. But people can just bring bullshit, especially into like a new family that you're establishing with somebody completely outside of your family that don't owe your mama, daddy, uncle, sister, auntie, nobody, nothing.
I know that's right.
So
fully me. Because if I was your boyfriend, I would have done the same thing. If your mama don't like getting hung up on, then she need to also not like calling people back to back, blowing up their phone and talking crazy to them. You need to not behave in a I'm finna hang up on you type of way. I mean, and he said, I'm not going to talk to you while you are like this and I'm getting off the phone. So What else? I'm not sure what else needs to be said. This, like, maybe you feel like, oh, that's my mama, so I'm gonna sit there and let her yell until she finally acknowledges that I said goodbye, and then I'll hang up. But he has no need to perform that bullshit. He has no, and really should not be enabling that behavior out of her. So if she's upset because y'all said, no, you can't ride with us, then okay, you should have said something. You know, we could have had, like you said, a civil conversation about that. But I think the real problem here is your hating ass Annie, who invited your mama and then volunteered y'all's car for her to come in. Like, I would be cussing her out. Like, bitch, are you out of your mind? If you wanted her to come so damn bad, or if you thought it would be funny to see my mama here so she could yell at my daddy and ruin Thanksgiving, then you should have came and got her, or you should have paid for the Uber or her plane or whatever else. Don't be volunteering. I would have said, now, you know, Auntie Keisha be fucking playing, girl. Don't. No. So if anybody, I would say she needs to be checked. And then your mama, yeah, she also needs to be checked. And so maybe you need to say, listen, I understand that I've never had to have this conversation with you before, but not only am I grown, I am partnered with somebody and we are expecting a child. And so you will not be able to just call this man and talk to him like he's no damn body. Like, you just are not going to be able to do that because he and I are in a relationship and he is the father of my child. Yeah. So again, if you have a legitimate issue, then you can say that in a way. I mean, really, there's no need for her to call your boyfriend at all. She must have just been mad because you wasn't answering the phone or something. But, you know, talk to me like an adult, because I'm no longer a child who has to obey you or follow your rules. I'm just not that. And you're going to have to accept that. But I am not a child. And I'm not even like 19 where it's like, I'm grown. Like, no, I'm grown.
I'm officially grown.
Right. Like my prefrontal cortex is all developed and I'm just saying it's important.
Psychology major.
It's
my
important.
Prefrontal cortex. Fucking
it's
nerd.
important. It's not finished until you're like 25.
But you're right. I mean,
yeah, like I'm an adult. I'm a real grown person who pays bills and I'm in a relationship and I am reproducing. So you're going to have to respect my adulthood. Yeah, you're going to have to. And I know how Black people are about getting hung up on. I know, but
I mean,
you know,
we just
niggas hate getting hung up on.
Like it.
We hate it.
The amount of times I wanted to hang up on somebody and just been like, well, I'm done. You know, like I would hang up, but I give you the respect of understanding that like I'm about to hang up rather than just being like, boo. And it's usually family or, you know, someone I care about deeply, like a good friend or something like that. But many of y'all could have been hung up on, and I just didn't do it because I knew you would be triggered because Black.
Right. Niggas really hate that. But like I said, you need to behave in a way that does not make people want to hang up on you. Period. How you going to be mad because he said, I'm not taking no more of this crazy shit from you? That's not a reason to be mad at me.
Evaluate the crazy shit he's discussing. How much of it is there?
Right. Now, I mean, should you set boundaries with your mother? Yes. Are you wrong for telling her that she can't ride with you? No. It's y'all's car. Y'all can say no. Yeah, Amy is wrong for volunteering y'all's car.
And you're pregnant?
I hope you cussed her out too. Right. And you're pregnant on top of it. You don't need this stress. Everybody need to be making your life as easy as possible. You over there building toenails. So, yeah. Good luck.
Growing fingerprints. My God.
Right. You over there like making a whole person. So
eyelashes.
Everybody needs to get off your ass. Everybody needs to get off your ass.
Oof.
And good luck, Shannon, with that conversation. Let us know how it goes and congratulations. Wishing you a, safe and healthy pregnancy and delivery. Our next letter comes from Val, who says, 2 weeks ago, my roommate / best friend Megan started having sex with my other best friend Gerald. This came out of left field.
It did.
Yeah. She has two best friends. One is Megan. The other one is Gerald. And 2 weeks ago, they started fucking. Gerald. I couldn't have guessed that this would happen to save my life. After they had sex, she asked me about him, and I said he used to be a fuckboy, but he said he changed, but I don't know. What I do know is that Megan and Gerald are both bad at communicating and they often read too much into things. So I just urge them to clearly communicate with one another to avoid any issues. They both said that they were just looking for something casual. The other day, Gerald called saying that he wanted to hang out with me and Megan. My cousin Faith was also in town, and the night was going well when all of a sudden, Faith and Gerald started...
Everyone knows what happens
when a cousin Faith, everybody knows.
Everyone. All of them. Except I
started holding hands and being real flirty right in front of me and Megan. Duh. Megan felt disrespected and left immediately and didn't say shit except my Uber is here before she left.
Work, Megan!
I pulled Faith into the bathroom and told her that Gerald and Megan had been having sex recently, and so this whole situation was awkward.
Girl, she said, this event sounds sickening. I want to be there. I wish I was there. This sounds fun.
Y'all must not have been playing spades, because if it was spades and you felt disrespected sexually, somebody would have had a knife.
Close. Absolute bloodshed. Wounds. Lesions.
Faith said... Oh, well, then I don't even want him anymore. But just a few minutes after that, they were slobbing each other down in the living room. Megan is pissed off at me because she thinks I set her up and that I could have prevented this from happening. And she also thinks that I should have confronted Joe for disrespecting her like that. How do I navigate this situation? How do I keep the peace? Do y'all think I was wrong at any point? Please help. Thanks, Val.
Honey.
Were you wrong at any point? I don't see how.
Wrong at any point. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
You weren't sleeping with anybody. If both of them said they wanted something casual, then I think Megan realized in that moment that she lied to herself.
Yes, that's what it's sounding like to me.
Yeah. And she's looking for somebody to blame for it. And you're right there.
Somebody lied to her several times and told her that this was something that it wasn't. And honey, you have to go ahead and make peace with that. You can't go ahead and explode at everybody else in the world, girl. That's not going to help any of us.
Yeah. I mean, let's see. I think if I were you, I would have probably stayed out of the mix and let this play out exactly the way it did. Because, you know, when I said I urge you niggas to communicate, what I'm really saying is I urge you niggas to keep me out of it. I urge y'all to talk to each other about this and to not put me in the middle of it. I mean, obviously you're the mutual friend, so it's going to be a little awkward regardless, but...
No, see, I feel like if someone had said that to me, without the what you just, I feel like if someone had started with the I urge you to communicate, I would have taken it as back up.
Yep. Perhaps.
Get the fuck. I can't help you.
But you know, you would have had to ask before fucking the nigga. Which Megan did not do. Megan asked after she got a taste of the dick. So so now she over there feeling dickish, and you know it's very easy for feelings to get developed, especially if they've been fucking, like, let's say they fucked 4 times a week over the past 2 weeks. Then I mean, I don't know if that's a lot, but if it is, then you know maybe her feelings developed a lot faster than she thought she thought they would. I just don't see how you are the one to blame here. If anything, Gerald should have maybe said, maybe flirting in front of the girl I'm fucking with my best friend's cousin is not the smartest move I ever came up with. But, you know, this kind of just sounds like young people in their 20s making bad sexual decisions. And it's something that a few months from now, everybody will hopefully be able to laugh at. But no, I don't think you were wrong. Right. As far as navigating, what should she do from this point going forward?
I think from this point moving forward, you should switch out your group text. You should
please
plan out some trips that don't involve the girls here, the girls in question, and go and do you. No, I don't know. I mean, I just feel like everything you said applies, bitch. Like, go ahead, figure things out. Like, I don't know. Maybe because I'm the type I worry about being burdensome constantly. So even if I come to you for advice, I feel like the next, or like if I come to you and I'm like, oh, blankety blank drama, chapter 2, I'm reading it to somebody else. Because like,
not a burden for that though.
Because unless like when we read chapter 2 together, you were like, "Ooh, page turner," which rarely happens in my friend group. You know, most of the time they're like, "Oh my god, girl, get your life together." And so then I'll just go ahead and pass it on to someone else. That way,
somebody else
is balanced.
So everybody gets a different chapter.
And, yeah, absolutely.
And nobody knows what's going on right now because somebody is always getting a different update.
I trust the collective judgment. I don't feel like everyone needs to have every piece.
I like that.
I feel like I wouldn't call you if I didn't judge your judgment from whatever chapter it is that we're discussing, because I have a solid and respectable village, and I love them. Okay. Everyone else, you know, you do your individual discovery and interviews to figure out where you stand in that regard. But for me, you know, I have to pass it around because I'm far too worried that the girls are going to be like, honey, it's Thursday and we talked about this on Sunday. And I felt like we were done. It's like, oh, well, I talked to him last night. Bitch, but what does that have to do with me? And no one's going to do that.
I was going to say, who does that?
No, literally nobody. Literally no one. But now we're getting outside of the point of the letter that was written to us. And we're talking about me because I didn't have therapy today.
Oh, well, all right. So maybe we just continue this conversation some other time.
Just exhausted.
But yeah, Val, I would just say, I would talk to Megan, honestly, because clearly she is hurt. And I would say, sister, this is why I told you to keep an open line of communication with that man. But this was literally none of my concern. And if both of y'all said y'all were looking for something casual, then why would I check him for flirting with another girl in front of you? It was supposed to be casual. Like, if your feelings about that change, then you need to say something. You need to say something because, like I said, communication. And next time, if you want to fuck somebody I know, ask me about that nigga before you fuck him. Because if you say to me, he used to be a fuckboy, but he said he changed, but IDK, that's a clear signal to me that nigga is absolutely still on his bullshit.
Period.
Because you as the best friend have not noticed any growth in this man. So like, how much can there really be?
Jeez.
Yeah. And let it go at that. Hopefully Megan will calm down soon. Dicks are a dime a dozen. She'll find somebody new and bounce back very quickly. And that'll be that.
On merch. Because it's true and it's healing.
With like a little egg carton of dicks in it.
Yeah.
Like okay.
An egg carton of eggplants.
Please don't give Alex no ideas.
It's done.
Good luck to you with that conversation though, Val. Let us know how it goes. Our last letter comes from Kelly, who says, I'm a 29-year-old woman and I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend for nearly 4 years. He is a supportive, caring partner and he means so much to me.
Yeah, okay.
My boyfriend is Kenyan and he moved to the States when he was 9.
Here we go.
In the 4 years that we have dated, I have never met any member of his family, and as far as I know, they are not aware of my existence.
Of course they're not.
My boyfriend says he wants to keep distance between me and his family because they are very religious Muslims who expect him to marry a Kenyan woman and don't want to hear and that I wouldn't want to hear the things his family says about Black Americans. I mean, at least he was real with you about it.
Oh, funny.
His family doesn't know that he no longer identifies as a Muslim because he is very good about keeping his private life separate from them. I have talked to my therapist about this, and she helped me realize that this is an identity issue for him to figure out, and it is not a reflection of my worth. I've talked to him about it, and he agrees.
I'm sorry, that was rude. That was not.
I mean, she's not done yet.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
And he said that he is waiting until he's ready to have this conversation with them at some point in the future. The problem is that I'm planning to take my boyfriend home with me for Christmas, and I know my relatives will ask if I've met his family. They've been together for 4 years.
Oh, yeah, T. Okay.
Frankly, I know it ain't really my family's business, but it would bother me to tell them about his decision to keep us secret or to outright lie. My question is, do y'all think it's fair to pressure my boyfriend to have this conversation with his family sooner? I am all for being patient, and I know I have the privilege of not having to hide who I am to my family, but I'm not sure if it's fair to ask him to hurry the hell up and talk to his. After 4 years of dating, it feels fair, especially as we talk more about moving in together. Any advice you guys give would be appreciated. Thanks, Kelly. Cedar, talking about why you emailing us. Don't do that.
Kels, first of all, love you on Insecure. Secondly,
breakout star of the series.
Literally sickening.
So good.
No, sidebar, Natasha Rothwell. Awesome. Love you.
Did you read that profile on her? Oh my God, it was so good.
I mean, she's literally, we could have a whole separate.
It's in the LA Times. If you haven't read it, we could just sit here and stand. Yeah.
Like,
we could.
That one.
So good. Oof, that girl.
Ugh. And this season of Insecure is literally working my tits.
Oh, I bet it is, especially after that last episode.
We'll get to that. So okay. I will say to Deidre, what was her name?
It is Kelly. So close.
I will say that Calendria, here's the thing. I feel like you shouldn't overlook the fun and the possibilities of lying because it's giving first of all, here's my thing. I'm someone, and I think that if you listen to this show for a while, I think Crissle is the same way. We're not really too into holiday time interviews from family. We don't need to be playing Christmas, Thanksgiving, Chanukah, and Kwanzaa 20 questions. Bitch, I'm here. That's all that matters. Because I don't have to be. I don't have to be.
I don't. I can stay in New York or go anywhere else. I didn't have to come
out to this bitch at all.
I didn't have to do that. I can't go. I love y'all niggas.
So I came here because I give a fuck about y'all. I wanted to give the babies of the family some gifts because I'm at that level. Okay?
Yes.
I remember being the baby that got gifts from sickening aunts and uncles and things like that and being like, you are that bitch. And now I am that bitch. And so that's also a part of my experience. But other than that, I have to come here to see y'all.
Tell me why my cousins tweeted me talking about, are you coming? Because we're looking for our Christmas. I was like, you niggas is really... literally tweeted and texted me so what you want? You want a coffee mug or a doormat? Because that's all we can afford. They making it very clear they want them Cash App deposits on Christmas.
And that's how I know that the tears
Sydney
at my
and
funeral
Courtney
overflow. They are going to be weeping when I'm 60. Bitch, because I break the bank.
I do. I am generous with the Cash App on Christmas.
For the children.
Yes. In this case, the children are 22, but still.
Yeah, I can't.
I gives it up.
I'm waiting for some new children, but until then, yes, whatever.
Oh, yeah. I buy all the little bullshit for the actual babies. All that little bullshit.
But, Black Skin is teaching you how to build computers, isn't he?
First of all, he's 9 now. 9 years old. Yes. And he's in a little engineering program.
Alive!
He's building robots and shit in his little after school engineering program.
9!
Yeah. He's a little man. Yeah.
Crissle!
I know.
What?
He's 9. Yeah. He's 9. And making robots and drawing pictures. He's a really good artist.
Soon, and then married or whatever.
He's so good at drawing pictures. I got him a bunch of art supplies. I know. Remember when he was a little baby? No, that nigga's in 4th grade, and growing right on up. So I know.
How old
that
are
has
we?
nothing to do with Kelly, but
Oh yeah, I forgot you had a question.
We're deep in our 30s, but
I honestly think that, first of all, everybody needs to mind their own business on either side. And I understand that, like, when it comes to Black families, especially Black families outside of America, there's a certain level of suck my dick. You're going to tell us every square inch of what's going on in your personal, like,
I bet.
And it'd be like niggas who literally are like, mama, we're talking about you are 37 and somebody's at Christmas like, I haven't seen you since you were 2. So where's your wife? Why is that your wife? Why is your husband? Why are you wearing those shoes? Bitch, I don't know you.
Calm down. Right.
I don't know you. I've been paying taxes for 15 years. I don't know who the fuck you are. Get out of my goddamn face. I don't feel the need, the energy, the time, or the desire to shift my way of speaking, moving, or feeling when it comes to any of that. I might do a little metamorphosis when it comes to my mama, when it comes to my dad, and when it comes to like my immediate family, maybe. But here's the thing. They already know I'm a fag. They already know I'm crazy. So what
else is there?
But that's me. You understand what I'm saying? I can only hope that many of you all can get to that place. You as an adult don't owe anybody any mother, and especially if you're visiting for holidays. If your nigga was coming over to your house at your parents that you live at for the holidays and they want to know who the fuck he is, you better answer them questions in blood. But if you are coming over there with packed bags for the holiday season, you don't have to say nothing to no motherfucking body. Now, however you choose to cope and get through that situation is up to you. I choose sarcasm and jokes because it's fun for me and it also makes people mad, but also mad in a way where they know not to say shit else to me because they know that I'm just going to laugh at them.
Right.
Whatever that journey is for you, I
That's valid. That's valid. That's valid. I would say, if you can't tell anybody in your family about the truth, maybe it's not a good time to bring him home for Christmas.
That's fine.
If nobody can know, like your mama don't know, or whoever you closest with, you don't have like a trusted auntie, nobody knows, then maybe don't bring him home. Because although you could lie, and really, let's think about how fun it could be to come up with all kinds of outrageous lies. You're probably close to your family and love them and don't really want to, what if you do end up marrying this man? Do you want to be like, okay, so back when y'all first met this nigga, I concocted a bunch of ridiculous stories because I was listening to a podcast and some niggas with some niggas with deep issues told me to
because like for me,
pull some shit out of my ass.
3 jokes into like whatever fantasy garbage bullshit I made up, my family's just gonna be like, all right, nigga, just say none of your business. Like they're gonna be just annoyed and walk away. Some of y'all niggas might actually like put you in a chokehold. So like do whatever works for you.
There is that. There's also that. But I think I don't know about pressuring him to have the conversation with his family. I don't know if that's the right move because I don't believe in trying to control other people's actions. But what I would do if I were you is not let this relationship advance further without his family knowing. Y'all have been together for 4 years. Y'all are talking about moving in together. I would not move in with a man who cannot tell his family who all lives at the house with him.
I agree.
And I understand his reasoning.
All is at the house with him.
I mean, I understand his reasoning for it. That's why I feel like you shouldn't be pressuring him to do something he's not ready to do. He should do that when he feels ready. But like, is the idea that his relationship with you might not progress, is that enough of a catalyst for him to be like, okay, let me, write this out and get ready to have one very uncomfortable, very long FaceTime conversation? Like, maybe not. But yeah, you have to also protect your heart. And I don't want you to get so invested and end up spending 10 years with a man who turns around and is like, actually, I'm going to go back to Kenya, or I'm going to do what my Kenyan parents want me to do. And sorry that you got your feelings hurt. Like, I also don't want that for you. So I would say, you know, protect your heart in this situation. And yeah. If you can't tell anybody, I really tried not to say it. I really tried not to say, keep your heart, 3 stacks, keep your heart, play your part. But yeah, you know, tell somebody.
White people who listen to this.
Tell a cousin or something. I would tell my messy ass cousins.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at least you want to have someone that you can just sort of like sink into when it comes to those types of things, and hopefully the same thing for him. But I agree with what you said. Like, you really don't know like the tone, because there's one thing to just be like, all right, I'm just going to go ahead and do whatever this shit is to cope through this holiday season or whatever situation that we can just go back to it. And it's another thing if it's like the influence of those family members or whatever is kind of constant. You know, it's like,
right.
Is that going to be, is it something that's going to affect you through the holidays and then that's it? Or is it going to be a thing that's you're going to have to deal with at any given time throughout your relationship because of what your partner is willing or not willing to say to family members? Because if that's the case, it's just like, well, go ahead and take these notes, do your evaluation and make your decision, you know, before things get too fucking serious. But I think that as far as holiday season and people and family members being too nosy comes into play, there's loads of fun ways to deal with that.
Not you laughing just thinking about it, like Issa and that baby.
Listen, when that bitch threw that baby, I told her, I was like, bitch, like when I saw her, first of all, when I'll wait. Go ahead. Next.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. That shit was
so
next
funny.
Level funny. That episode
so funny.
So
just ain't Issa, girl. All right. But anyway, Kelly, good luck to you with whatever you decide to do. You know, push come to shove, you could just leave your boyfriend at home and avoid that. Because listen, I don't take niggas home for a reason. So
hello.
You could just always do that. And good luck to you however you decide to get through the holidays. If you have a question for us, send it to asktheread@gmail.com. We're going to take another quick break and be right back. Hey y'all, the holidays are the most wonderful time of the year, but if you're running an online store, you also know that it can be the busiest time of the year. With ShipStation, the hassle of shipping out holiday orders melts away, leaving you with happier customers and more freedom to run your business or to enjoy some much needed time off. With ShipStation, you can easily import orders from every sales channel, whether that's Amazon, eBay, Etsy, or your own site, and automate just about any shipping task. ShipStation works with all major carriers, international and local, including FedEx, USPS, and UPS, and you even get access to discounted rates that are usually reserved for Fortune 500 companies. So not only is shipping easy, you can actually save money. No wonder 98% of companies that use ShipStation for a year keep using it for as long as they're in business. It's that good. We should know. We use ShipStation for sending out our merch orders, or I should say Alex uses ShipStation for that because it is so incredibly easy to use. The interface is very user-friendly. You save money on the postage, and it automates just about every task for you. So it just makes running a business and shipping out products incredibly simple. Make your holiday season a little brighter with ShipStation and use our offer code READ to get a 60-day free trial. That's just enough time to handle the holiday rush for the rest of the year. Just go to ShipStation.com, click the mic at the top of the page, and enter code READ. That's ShipStation.com. With ShipStation, you can make ship happen. All right, let's move on.
This week's episode is also being brought to you by StoryWorth. This holiday season, give a gift to your loved ones that makes them feel special and unique. Give everyone you care about, StoryWorth. It's an online service that helps you and your loved ones preserve precious moments and stories for years to come. Every week, StoryWorth emails your relatives and friends a thought-provoking question of your choice from their vast pool of options. Each unique prompt asks questions you've never thought to ask, like, what's the bravest thing that you've ever done? Or what sports did you like most as a child? Which family members did you wish that you kept in touch with? There's even a question about, like, who's been sued? Have you ever been sued or been sued by someone? There's like all kinds of questions that you can have your family members or friends answer. And after a year, StoryWorth compiles all of these stories, including photos, into a keepsake book that you'll be able to share and revisit for generations to come. Reading the weekly stories helps connect you with loved ones, no matter how near or far apart you are. And like, as I'm getting older, my family is getting older, these types of things really mean a lot to me. There's some things that I can keep for myself that I can show to younger members and generations of our family, and also share with my family that's older than me, members of my family that's older than me. And I'm all in my feels and I love it. And it's, you know, a sweet thing to be able to share with your family besides whatever you got for Black Friday that needs a charger that you can't afford because it's damn near more expensive than whatever the device is. But that's not the point. With StoryWorth, we're giving those we love most a thoughtful, personal gift from the heart and preserving the memories and stories for years to come. So go to storyworth.com/read and save $10 on your first purchase. That's storyworth.com/read. You can save $10 on your first purchase and get your friends or family something sweet and cute and fun for the holiday season. Now let's finish the show. All right, guys, we're back. It's time for the read. Take it away, Crissle.
Okay. Well, I had a read this week and then I checked the past the read inbox and somebody else wrote it even better than I would. So I'm going to pass my read this week. I'm sure Kia really, We should just replace Kia with you. I don't know why we haven't done that.
We would never do honestly. That because Kia is an icon of legend.
A clear oversight, though.
Queen.
Just saying, your vocals, you know, they deserve that love. But this comes from somebody who calls himself a frustrated Motswana. And it says, Dear Crissle and Kid Fury, as per usual, Africa is being punished for looking out for the rest of the world by the same damn colonizers who fucked us over in the first place. No. In Botswana, we have tried to play this COVID-19 thing by the book. We ain't new to this. Our country's coped with incredible losses as a result of HIV, AIDS, and other communicable diseases. Because we've dealt with these diseases, South Africa and Botswana have cutting-edge labs, excuse me, and happen to stumble upon a variant that's clearly been going undetected across the globe. We alerted the WHO about the new COVID variant of concern, Omicron, to help the rest of the world. But what do we get in return? Not Omarion. We get travel bans and shaming of our vaccination rollouts despite the continued hoarding by the fucking West. Meanwhile, Western countries have continued to show their entire fucking asses, screaming about not wearing masks in stores, licking products and people to prove that the virus isn't real, and taking horse medication. We sanitize when we go public places. We've endured multiple lockdowns that include travel restrictions. We've had a daily curfew that lasted over a year, and we've made mask wearing law. You can be fined up to $500 or go to jail in Botswana if you are caught not wearing a mask in public. We've also followed strict protocols for anyone traveling in and out of our country. This includes the 4 foreign diplomats who came into the country, tested positive, and started this frenzy around Omicron. What we did was the right fucking thing to do. And instead of thanking us or acknowledging how vaccine inequity is part of the reason we keep seeing mutations, or moving towards global vaccine mandates, or allowing for intellectual property waivers that let the whole world manufacture the vaccines, what does the world do? Block travel to and from these countries. This variant has been found in Hong Kong, Scotland, Israel, the UK, Italy, and many more. South African countries have been red listed for travel, including our neighboring countries, when they've got no trace of the variant. How are you blocking us when you have higher cases and deaths than us and the same variant that we do? What fucking sense does that make? This is a virus, and geopoliticizing it does nothing. Plus, we all know that this is 100% pure racism. We bought COVID vaccines for astronomical prices and were shoved to the back of the line by manufacturers. So fuck Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson, and fuck America, Canada, the UK, and others for hoarding vaccines that your population won't use. No, because he went in.
Damn.
For hoarding vaccines that your population won't use because they think somebody wants to microchip their dumbasses. Africa as a whole is horribly undervaccinated because you can't see how vaccinating everybody will make the pandemic end faster. Let's be real. COVID-19 is just the latest hot shit that Western countries dump on the rest of the world. You stole people, resources, and culture for hundreds of years. The earth is literally on fire right now because of you. Now the global south is once again facing your collateral damage, which ensures our kids' futures get punched in the throat. No more. Maybe your brains have been eaten by ivermectin, but we understand it'll take all of us to get through this shit show. You care more about thinly veiled xenophobia than about actually protecting your people. Get vaccinated, go fuck yourself, and get out of the continent's business. Regards, a frustrated Botswana who had to fight to get a vaccine and probably won't be able to get a booster anytime soon.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I was going to cuss out Joe Biden for this South Africa travel ban, but like I said, this person did it way better because the way you dragged. It was fuck Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, America, Canada, the UK for me.
That elevated me. Yeah, that took me to the next level. That gave
and you're
me
right. It's nothing but racism.
It's nothing but racism. The Korok seeds. That gave me all of that.
Yes, Koroks. But yeah. Absolutely beautiful. And I could not, you know us, we could not agree more. Fuck all of the above. It is nothing but racism. And again, if y'all cared more about people than profit, we would be a lot closer to this pandemic being over because we wouldn't be forcing poor countries who are poor because y'all robbed from them and continue to steal from them to this day and exploit them and their people and exploit the people that you stole from there. Like, if you just cared about people, but you don't.
You don't.
And you got a bunch of dumbass. Meanwhile, we're throwing vaccines away in America.
Literally tossing them in the garbage.
Because y'all think vaccines cause autism. Child, like, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm American, but I'm sorry.
No shade. I hope nobody that I'm related to. I don't care. My uncle, my grandmother's husband that I call my uncle because they've been married since I was a baby. He was hospitalized this past week for sepsis. Well, he had sepsis.
Yikes.
And then like severe liver damage. And I have to I'm going to go back down when I can to go see my grandmother and get updated. I need to call my mama. But one of the things I heard, some family members saying when, the doctors or whatever, when they first heard the sepsis diagnosis was oh, the vaccine, what if the vaccine? And I'm just like, go! Oh, we're not doing this.
Mm-hmm.
We're not doing this. Not only are we not doing this, it took me 12 seconds to Google and go to the fucking sepsis website for the girls to be like, no, you're wrong. Actually, it's fine. It's fine. You can be vaccinated, so it's okay. That ain't got nothing to do with this. But yeah, it's ridiculous out here, and everybody's topsy-turvy and upside down, and I just feel like it has to be insane to be in certain families, groups, and communities where, things are scattered and
Yeah, I feel you. But thank you so much to this person for sending in this read. And if you have a read you want to pass, send that to passtheread@gmail.com. And Could not have said it any better. So
Whatever
what do you
it may
have this
be.
week? Yeah, it could be anything. It doesn't have to. You don't have to cuss out the Western world, but you can.
Yeah. Or it could just be your uncle or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, wife, or boss. Whatever it is.
It could be.
You might not read it.
I mean, it could be Frito-Lay for not putting enough dust on the Doritos.
You just hit the nail on the head because personally, I've been feeling like they could do better in terms of the overall coverage of the chip.
You have literally done this before. You have literally cussed out the chip people before.
Yeah. You remember the Lay's chicken and waffle chip? No, that was racist. Man. That was clear and blatant racism. And no one can tell me different. Alrighty, girls.
All right, yes.
Here we are, wrapping up the show. I would just want... Okay, so these are not really reads.
Okay.
Let's just call them furious thoughts.
Okay, that was a fun thing you used to do.
Thank you.
It was. We loved it.
So first things first, I will say, I was in the Macy's the other day. I went to the Macy's to buy some undershirts because I refuse to try until I have the time and energy. So I said I'm going to get some plain shirts and the girls will get those as well as joggers and or jeans. Mm-hmm. Suck it. And that was that. So I went to Macy's to go and do that, and I found what I needed to find. And then while I was there and I found what I needed to find, the undershirts are typically in the same section as the undergarments. Mm-hmm. And so I said out loud, because I'm crazy and because I don't care, I said out loud to myself, just like this, I said, how did I say? I was like, oh, let me see if I need some panties. You're like underwear? Like men's underwear.
What is such a you thing to say?
Exactly. I was like, let me go and find some panties. Something to that effect. And so then I turned around 180 to go and look at the underwear behind me. And there was a man standing there. That I didn't see before. I was standing in the section by myself prior to that, so I didn't know that anybody had snuck up behind me. But I was like, oh, I need some panties. And then I turned around and there was this exceptional black man standing.
Oh my God.
That worked for the Macy's Corporation. So needless to say, I was humiliated, and I tried to play it off by asking him where the nearest register was. Just saying anything in my regular voice to try and get him to understand that I'm not 1,000% crazy. And he let me know that there was a register right on the other side of the wall that we were standing next to. And that's where he would be working the register. So it wasn't looking great for me. Needless to say, I got the desired pair of panties and then went to the register and I did my thing. Now, I say all of this to say that do you remember, I feel like we talked about this on the podcast very briefly. If not, I feel like You remember when Busta Rhymes went on like a random rant about masks? Yes. That anti-mask rant where he was like, I'm so mad because I can't flirt with bitches because I can't really see your face because you got a mask on.
He was on
this
stage.
Nigga at Macy's was so fucking fine.
Oh, wow. The one who heard you talking about panties? Oh, okay.
Yes. He heard me talking about panties, and so I was humiliated. But regardless, I saw his name tag. Then, he tall, haircut done. Like, he had on, a nice, crisp, black, velvety turtleneck sweater. The body, the tone underneath it was right. I'm currently doing the Jackie Christie meme with my fingers.
You are.
For those of you who can't, Like the body
Everybody.
was right.
It's everybody.
Like the tone, his pants were fitted so I could see just a little bit of the shape in the front and a lot of bit of the shape in the back. This nigga was fine, but he also had a mask on, right? And so I thought to myself, I don't feel upset that this nigga is wearing a mask because A, it's safest. B, he doesn't owe me access to the rest of his fucking face, regardless of what's going on in terms of health on the planet. And C, it'd be kind of fun if I did shoot my shot, which of course I didn't, to figure out what's going on underneath there. You know, it's like, I'm not gonna go on some fucking anti-mask rant because I was down at the Macy's and this nigga, he just had everything going for him, but I couldn't. And let me tell you something. I'm not one of the My Vidster Pornhub girls who was just like, you know, from toe to Adam's apple, it doesn't matter. I need if I'm not attracted to your face, I don't really care what's going on.
Right.
Like face is a big factor to me.
Oh yeah, it's A1 for me.
And I still feel confident that nigga was fine, even only seeing like 30% of his goddamn face. And if he did take that mask off and his mouth was looking like Brandy B's husband, what was that nigga's name on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood? You know the nigga whose teeth look like a line chart?
No, I do not. You know I don't know, but wow, that is rude.
Like, if he did have a mouth like Baraka from Mortal Kombat, more the fun to have in a group chat.
Oh my
To text
God.
you, to text Candace, to text my bitches to be like, oh, actually, remember that nigga who I was gushing about for whatever at Macy's? Actually, he looks like Pac-Man. But with fangs. That's fun.
Oh
So, like, I say that to say that I went to the Macy's. I saw a fine ass nigga who worked at the Macy's. I didn't shoot my shot because I'm a bitch. And then I also thought, wow, I guarantee you this nigga is fine underneath that mask. And even if he isn't fine, I prefer him to have that mask on his goddamn face as long as I'm indoors buying gifts, Christmas gifts for my fucking family members. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. It was a journey to get there, but I do see what you say.
Fuck you.
What is in that cup?
First of all, how dare you? I don't put you on
Kenyon
blast.
is definitely no. I just want you to know Kenyon is going to hear this, and yes, you do.
No, he's not.
I mean,
He's
no,
literally never gonna hear this.
somebody's gonna be like, I know fine ass Kenyon
And
that
if he
worked at the
does,
Macy's.
DM me.
Right. First of all. And secondly, yes, the fuck. When you said, oh, I've never seen a glass of wine that big, you said that shit. You be talking about me constantly. Don't try me, nigga.
Your wine glasses are the size of baptism bowls. Like
they are regular wine glasses.
Literally be dunked in the blood of Jesus. In what Crissle drinks.
Heavy pour. That is all. So that's
read
fine.
number 2.
I accept that for myself.
This was a read that I was inspired by on my way from the Macy's. Folks,
Please.
if you are dressing up your car like a reindeer, like a Santa, like a anything, like a big eyelashed bitch, I need you to talk to somebody. It's scary. I'm frightened. I don't like it.
Why?
I was leaving the Macy's and somebody in a RAV4 had a red nose and reindeer antlers on their car, and I didn't like it. It was upsetting.
This sounds even worse than the eyelashes y'all used to put on your front lights.
Like, and I hated that.
Those
but
were
I
so
will take
bad.
them fucking eyelashes. I will
no.
take those
no.
Kennedy Davenports all the live long day
I'm finna throw something at this
before
computer. I'm finna.
I take Dasher, Prancer, Donner, like any of them. That shit is strange.
Yeah, no,
And it is
too deep.
only second to those of you who put testicles on your F-150s.
Oh,
now, let me
those
tell
are
you
the
something.
worst.
If you put a nutsack on your car, you're racist. Period. I don't care. I don't care what walk of life, race, culture, creed, bitch. If you have a nutsack on your vehicle, bitch, you're racist. I don't want nothing to do with you. Last but not least.
Oh my God.
Instagram.
So many places that could go.
I'm still figuring out how this works because I've been trying to figure out why I can't DM, like I can't respond to messages with any emoji I want for ages, like literally like a year. I was like, everybody can like send me whatever emoji they want to when they respond to my DMs. And today I found out that I like had to update my messenger or something.
Oh, okay.
Which it had been asking me to do for just as long as but I refused to do it because I'm old.
And at no point did you say,
Because back up. Back the fuck up. Back up. Get on my face. To Instagram, I just want to say, I saw one of your suggested posts, one of the posts you suggested for me. First of all, wrong suggestion. I don't know. I didn't need it. It was incorrect. It helped me none at all. None whatsoever. But more than that, you gave me an option to remove suggested posts from my feed, but for 30 days only.
right.
Instagram, Mark Zuckerberg. What makes you think that I want 31 days to come around and for us to renegotiate? What made you think that when I said to fuck off, that I would want you to come back around on day 31 and be like, so what's up? Olivia Rodrigo has a new collection of sandals. And actually, here is the latest. I actually want you to fuck off. I got this.
Yeah.
Let me do this. Let me do this. I thought it was audacious and it was incredibly inconvenient for you to find yourself in here with your advertisements and your suggestions and your vias when I didn't ask for that. But then you're going to tell me, oh, we'll go away, but we'll be back. I don't like that. I don't like it. That's it. I'm done. Those are my reads.
All right. Well, thank you, Carisha, for that. And
welcome.
that will wrap up this week's episode of The Read. Don't forget to check us out on social media at This Is The Read. Our website is thisistheread.com. You can find our merch at shoptheread.com. Shout out to Blue Ivy and Rumi on their new Ivy Park ad. Looks incredible. And I think that's the only thing that was on my spirit. Anything else from you before we leave?
I actually this week had a Happy Meal. For those of you who don't know or don't remember or whatever, Happy Meal, quote, quote, was the thing that I said where I would try to come up with 3 things when I was severely depressed, really sad, feeling like shit. I would force myself to think of 3 things that made me smile within the past week or made me slightly happy. Now, one of those things this week was what you just said. The Ivy Park, blue,
beautiful,
roomy,
so cute,
posed in. But Kia, wherever you are, this collection is for us because Kia and I have touched and agreed on the power within the tooth of the hound.
You too. Oh my God, yes. Kia do love us some hounds.
We love a hound's tooth. And mama is coming. Listen, I'm actually wearing Ivy Park right now. Like from the last...
Of course you are.
I'm wearing the Ivy Park jeans. I'm going to fight with all my might to get a piece of this houndstooth Ivy Park action. Because that's my favorite pattern. It's my favorite print. And Beyonce is my favorite thing.
Right.
So...
You deserve.
That made me smile. And then I was at my parents' house for Thanksgiving, and I went to use my parents' bathroom because somebody was in the other bathroom, right? And on the back of my parents' bedroom door, someone, I have to assume this is my mom, put up a sign that's titled Healthy Habits. And they like wrote in marker a bunch of habits, like reminders of things to do or practice every day that are healthy, right? So it's like drink water, eat fruits, take your vitamins, exercise, avoid caffeine. But the first thing that my eyes caught after healthy habits.
What did you do?
The first one that my eyes caught was avoid whites.
Wait, it really said that?
But what it says avoid whites, but underneath that it says like rice, sugar, salt, flour, like white, like you know what I mean? Like
yeah, like white
and
food.
My mom has always been like pro brown rice, brown sugar, da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
But like it says in big all caps, avoid whites. And I was like, yes, ma'am, mommy. Absolutely avoid white. You know what? That is why I'm your son. And then I was like, oh yeah, food, sure.
It is solid advice though.
Even though
regardless. Either way.
I know.
If you have the choice, pick the brown, right? She meant it. That's probably why she got it. She didn't write people under there because she already knew that part. That was obvious. But the big letters is taking me down.
Let me tell you something about my family.
Like, caution. Stay away
they don't hate
from
anybody.
them.
They love everybody, but I am who I am because I am who they am.
I was going to say, I can't even say that because my niggas do not fuck with white people. But anyway.
My people will give everybody, listen, you don't fuck with me, you don't fuck with them. It is what it is. But period, point blank, end of the day. Some shit is just some white bullshit, and it is what it is. And they will say to a white person's nasal bridge, you gonna take these facts. It don't matter. And that's why I'm so comfortable in saying whatever the fuck I need to about white people, because bitch, it's true.
It ain't no white people in my family. I don't know what to tell y'all.
I don't have any either yet.
Not
what I'm saying. I mean, because give us an opportunity. But what I am saying is, my mama and them will literally, if any of us marry white and bring a white person home, they will welcome them into the household and then make them incredibly, like, in the most loving, kind way, make you want to just shrivel up and die and be shipped back to wherever you came from.
Yeah.
And I love that about us. Last but not least, in the Happy Meal, I wanted to say congratulations to DeVal and Kadeen on their fourth baby boy, Dakota.
Oh my God. Congratulations.
Mainly
to Kadeen, but also to DeVal. I mean, let's be real. Kadeen did all the real work there.
She grew a person, had the person pulled out of her. Yeah, that's a lot of work.
But congratulations, also, you
DeVal was a pretty fucking awesome dad, and I love both of them.
Yes.
And their tribe, and they're so great, and I'm so happy for them, and I hope everything is going great over there at the Ellis compound, and I love you guys.
Did you see the pictures from Kaz's birthday?
Absolutely. I saw the pictures.
So
Did you see the video of Kaz getting his first haircut?
No.
Bitch.
How did I miss that? Oh my God.
DeVal posted a video, like an IG video of him getting or cutting Kaz's hair for the first time. And you know, Kaz is like so upfront and honest. And that is such a testament to DeVal and Kadeen and like allowing these kids to like express themselves and be honest and like talk to because they are not like me. I would have been like, oh yeah, this is great, because I don't want to get in trouble.
Right.
He's
not in trouble.
He took this baby's braids down and went to cut his hair or whatever. They cut the baby hair before the lineup, and DeVal had him on camera and said, he was like, how you feeling so far? He put the camera on Kaz and says, how you feeling so far, buddy? Kaz goes smile and say, bad. DeVal was like, you feel bad when you look good, buddy. And they gave him a tape, straightened him up, and now he's like, I can't believe that little boy's 4 already. But anyways,
wow. Yeah, they grew up so fast.
Congratulations to that family. I love y'all, and I hope everybody is well over there. And yeah, everyone at home, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being patient. We love you. We appreciate you, and I hope everyone is safe and happy and healthy.
Yes. Take care of yourselves. We will see y'all next week.